and welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we're down at the windmill today because I have the last two trailers of sugar beet. Worked through the night, managed to get both fields finished. So there is quite a lot of sugar beet. We got a load in here already that we had extra, and we just want to tip these remaining two. So we've got another 94,000 liters of sugar beet that we've got off this field. We had about another there was a huge amount in here anyway. Let's just have a quick look in our production in our windmill here. Yeah, we got 241,000 liters. So we had just under 200,000 liters extra off that field, and now we're going to take that up to nearly 300,000 liters, which is just so much sugar beet. It's a little bit mad. So let's bring this in here. We'll take the hired worker off this and get this one tipped as well. And that means that we can start off our sugar production today and start getting this distributed up to our bakery as well. So with that loading into there, yeah, our bakery now has a ton of flour. We still need to bake the cakes. We still need, we got flour, we still need the sugar, we need the bottled milk, so we're going to have to buy the dairy and get the milk start producing. We've got some eggs, we need butter from the dairy as well, and we need strawberries. So we want to get the strawberries started today as well, and we probably want to start getting some milk and some butter produced too. So let's start up. Let's stop the oat flour going and the sorghum flour going. Both those have been emptied. And then we're going to do sugar beet sugar. We're going to activate that and we're going to distribute that. And yeah, we've got a load of flour sitting here as well, which is quite good. And with that done, we can complete this contract as well. And with that done, we can complete this contract as well. So 28 is done and 9 is done as well. Perfect. So that then brought us in 55,000 and 9,932. And got all of this flour sitting up here as well. At some point, we're going to have to transport that too. But today, yeah, we need to get started on the strawberries. So I want to use this area here. We've got quite a lot of grass here, actually. That's very useful. We want to bring in the end of this field a little bit. And I think we can put a couple of greenhouses down the side here. Our egg production, because our chickens are spread out over so many, we've got lots of little pallets. Food-wise, actually, how are we doing chickens on these food? Yeah, food, they're about halfway through. So we're going to have to do a food refill at some point. But the chickens are producing eggs. We've got a pallet of 167 pieces. So, yeah, they're very disparate at the moment, the eggs. But we are producing eggs, and we want to get those in probably in the new year. So let's build it. And in fact, from here, we can actually more clearly see how things are. I want to come across the front here and just chop off the back of that, or the front of this, because this chicken coop here kind of gets in the way a little bit with any hired worker I get off here. Because we've got a slither of land down here that I think we can use. So let's go into it's in productions, isn't it? Factories, greenhouses. Here we are. Right, and I think I'd like to put in something fairly large. 54,000 for that. Oh wow, will actually fit in this space. Although I think we want it that way round. I don't know which side this outputs, but I think it outputs on that side there. And yeah, we can put this down here. 54,000 still is going to leave us over 300,000. So down there like that. Cuts into the field a little bit. And we probably want to smooth this corner out a little bit. So we'll bring the grass in and round the edge of this. And just sort of cut this corner out a little bit as well. So, yeah. So we're going to bring this grass down here. Let's get that. And we want the painting first. We're going to put some grass in. And we're going to go from this corner here out that point there. Not easy to see at this time of day, really. Exactly where this is, but there we are, up to that corner there. That gets that and fills that in. So now the tractor won't try and drive up to that bit there, and as a result we want to come through here, and what I want to do is bring this out here like this, and we'll curve it round the corner, and that way we should avoid tractors getting stuck on any of this going forwards, and like that. Then I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit, being careful not to get too close to the field itself, because it will cause the field to disappear. That'll just smooth that round that corner. But I'm going to take the grass here, and we're just going to grab a large enough to bring this round so that we've got that much space the whole way up to that corner, just to give us a nice even area around here. And then we need to put some grass in. It's this time of year. This we can put this in and it won't grow too much. So that across the end there and out there. See where it's missing at the moment, and across the end there. Then we reduce the size and just fill in this little bit around this corner. Perfect. Right, let's have a look at that. So, yeah, everything seems to be nicely in there. You can't really see the difference between the field and there, but that is all good. Right, so now we need somewhere. We need some water for this, and we need some milk as well. So let's go grab ourselves a tanker trailer. And while we're down here at the shop, really should see if there are any contracts available today that we can take advantage of. Options are a little bit thin on the ground, but there are a couple of possibilities. There's a ploughing contract in field 17, but we've kind of learnt our lesson with these ploughing contracts, although we've got our quadract with our own plough. So I think we'll take this, but we're not going to borrow the items. We're just going to accept the contract, and we'll get our own plough started on that one. And then there's a 33,000 pound cultivating contract, along with a whole load of other options as well. So I'm going to borrow the items for that contract. And that means that we have the cultivator sitting here for this. Should be able to send this down to go and get that contract done. Again, one of the T8s, which served so well during the sugar beet. There. That up. Right, get this out to the fiddly bit here at the shop, and then head this down. While we're on here, actually, I should mention the details have been released for the expansion coming out in November. And yeah, it's a Highlands map. It's a Scottish map that we're getting. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Has fishing in it. Is just really looking forward to that. That is going to be a great map, I think. So yeah, if you want to pick that up, you can do so. You can use my code VFGAMING and pick it up, and it's just looking fantastic. So I highly recommend that. There's a link down in the description if you want to check out the Highlands Fishing expansion coming on, I think it's November the 4th it gets released. Right, let's start this job, and that should be driving over there now. Just working out its route. And I want to pop into the shop, and we're going to need a trailer. Now, we only have about 6,000 litres of milk, but I don't know what we've got in the way of tankers. Here we go, barrels. We don't have... Oh, we got to use this. Such a British piece of equipment. I see this, one of these driving round all the time near me. 18,000 litres. Michelin tyres. UK attacher. Tension belts. Okay, I don't know. I'm guessing the tension belts go at the front. Main color, tank color. I think we'll stick with the standard Bailey setup here. And then I need to pick someone for the number plate. And congratulations to Thefisherj. You have been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons and YouTube channel members. And so I've gone for TF15HRJ, which fits in there really nicely. So we will okay that, and we will buy that for 29,000 for what we need. So we will hook up our Bowser, and now I need to go and find a source of water. I think we can pick water up from the bottom of we might be able to grab it from the stream near the farm, so we'll go fill this up. 18,000 liters is going to be more than enough, I think. First though, let's go transport the milk and get the dairy purchased as well. Milk refill point is at the side here. Let's fill it up. Not got any buffalo milk. We do have 6,334 litres of milk, so this takes a third of our milk. Right. Oh, this, yeah, the milk fills a third of this. And let's head up to the dairy, get that purchased, and then we can start on our butter and our bottled milk production. I almost forgot that we need to get the plow running as well, and time is moving forward, so let's get that started as well. And this will work so much better. It's a heck of a lot wider than the plows you get otherwise. That is if my tractor will connect to it. There we are. Right, lift that up. And we'll get this out to the field so that it can start getting it ploughed. And after that brief detour, we're down the bottom and we've got the dairy. So I need to make sure that I purchase stuff from the dairy before I I purchase the dairy before I start unloading into it. It shouldn't be too expensive, this, I don't think. 36,000, yes. So we will purchase the dairy. No, that's the wool shop. Dairy is over here. I purchased the wrong building. Oh, never mind. We might have to sell the wool shop. Yeah, let's buy the dairy. There we go. And that's why that wouldn't unload over there. That is my own fault for not reading things and rushing around. Wow, there's stuff outside the dairy already. That bottled milk. Yeah, that's bottled milk. Nice. I am not 100% sure where that's come from, but we're gonna load this into here. There may already be something in here then. Maybe we've purchased the dairy with some milk. No, there isn't any milk in here. So there's a little bit of various things. But yeah, we should be good. So let's unload that milk. And we'll come over here and we want to get the milk started. So activate that. And we want to get the bottled milk started, activate that. Now, I don't think this is going to make this stuff very quickly. Could get some goats as well and put some goat milk in here to produce butter and milk as well. Although the goat's milk is a completely separate thing. So yeah, we will have a look. But that is all looking good. So yeah, slightly annoyed that I went and bought the wool. Maybe we should get some sheep for the last year on here. Make some money for some wool as well. So I need some water. I'm wondering if I can get in this gateway down here and down to the river. It does open the right way for me to attack it from this side. And if I squeeze in along that side there. No, I don't think I can get in here like this. Yeah, that's not gonna go from there. That's slightly annoying. It's very, very tight trying to get into that. And now I've got myself stuck a little bit on that. There we are. Maybe if no, I don't think there's any way with the sign down the bottom there. I don't think there's any way I can get this trailer down there, unfortunately. We might have to go into the grass field from up here instead. So we've got that gateway there, which is direct. Okay, let's try that instead then. Alternatively, what I'll end up doing is just putting in a water tank up here so that we can load up from that. But I think we should be able to just go into this grass field here and load up from the river down the bottom. Nice easy access. Otherwise I've got to come at it, I think, from the other side. So bring this down here and into the bottom. There we are, and refill the water tank. 80. Wow, that filled really quickly. There was no cut there. That just instantly filled with 18,000 liters of water. And then if we bring that into here, we'll be able to get this refilled and we can start making some strawberries. So dump that out there. And while that empties, we'll pop inside the greenhouse and get our strawberry production started. There we go. Very tempted actually to turn on some chili pepper, some garlic, and some Napa cabbage and some spring onions in here and get some kimchi produced. But I'm going to change this output mode to distributing, and then our strawberries can go straight up to the bakery. At the moment, I'm not too worried. Did that empty? Yes, it did. And how full are we? Oh, wow, we could do an entire. I think I'm going to do another Bowser full of water and get this nearly full. Round 2 nearly emptied. And that means that we now have 35,000, well, nearly 36,000 litres of water in here. That is perfect. Right, we can go and park this up. I think we got space over here. And then we will move on to the next job, which at this point, I think we need to go and start looking at selling the bales. Our excess straw bales should be reaching best price at the moment. Straw is at straw is at 43,032. 43,000. That's near as, it's about a pound off best price. So I think we'll head back to the main farm, and we'll go and get the bales loaded up and get them sold. So the bales in question are these stacks over here. A single bale, which is a full bale. We'll just move that out of the way. I think if we take stacks of 3, all of these bales should fit on it. Actually, it's stacks of 3 and stacks of 4. So we'll take stacks of 3. We should go on here, I think. Certainly they won't be too high as stacks of 3. And we've only got 4 actual stacks like this, and that will be, so 1 stack will fit. Almost will fit on per row. First 2 on. Get those strapped down. Yeah, all of these bales will easily fit on here. So I will get them all on, and then we'll head off to get them sold. So this is the last stack that I can get on the trailer at this height. I actually have 5 bales left. So really, when I'm looking at this, what I want to do is go 4 high for the ones in the middle, and then 3 high on the end ones if I'm going to do the stacks of 14. As it is, I'm just gonna stick these extra bales on the top, and that should then do things, and we'll be able to go and get them sold. But yeah, pretty happy with that. That's gone fairly well, that stacking, and we just got a couple of extra bales to get added on. Right, but I fought quite low into that bale then. But yeah, we'll get these loaded up, and yeah, because it's December, the light is fading fast now. Coming up to 5 o'clock, in fact, just past 5 o'clock. Really dark around here now, but we have got a trailer full of straw. It's actually quite difficult to see exactly where I'm placing these bales on this trailer when it's this dark. Partly because the headlights on the telehandler don't reach where that is, where we placed them. But we've got them all on. Perfect. So we'll go and park this up, and then we can go and sell these bales. Best price is all sphere bales. That I think is down the bottom here. Yep, that's down by the animal market. So let's start this up, get our beacons going, get some lights on, and away we go. And so there's our bale sell point. Have to bring this around and into here. Then we'll get this all unclipped, and there we go. A nice little income from that. Perfect. That is the bales all sold. That is our farm all set up, going into the latter stages, and we should be able now to get the cakes made and hopefully continue earning some money to pay off our loan on here. I'm really pleased with how we're doing. We've got a good setup. We will get tractors conking out now. We will get those contracts finished, and we'll get this tractor repaired over the winter. There we are. No, I think I've got a problem in my ignition switch. Right, we'll get our tractors repaired. We'll get this tractor repaired. We will get all of our contracts finished around here, and then hopefully in the new year we will start getting some cakes out, and we will start getting the final, or start working towards our final harvest. For now though, I'm gonna leave this here, and we'll see you in March. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now, or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.